Welcome back. Today, we're rebuilding the Phoenix Suns in 2K25. Yesterday, they were eliminated from playoff contention by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we're going to build around Devin Booker today. I don't know if we're going to keep KD, but let's get into it. Oh, man, rebuilding my Suns. When you look at the roster, I mean, you got guys like Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, making $50 million. I mean, I think he's probably going to be the first guy I move. Not really sure if I'm going to keep KD. I want to keep him for one more season and kind of see how that goes. I want to build around Book. Book is the guy. I mean, you look at his numbers across his entire career. He's that dude. So we're going to try to rebuild around him and keep him around. And hopefully we can bring him a championship to Phoenix. Now, I know the goal is to win a championship. But I would honestly be happy just this team making the playoffs next year. That's how bad they are. So let's just kind of go through the regular season. I'm not really sure if I'm going to move Durant or not, if I'm going to keep him for 2 years, the rest of his contract, or if I'm going to move him before his contract expires. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP, kind of expected. Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year, of course. Sixth Man of the Year, Nas Reed. Dyson Daniels, Defensive Player of the Year. That is new. Love to see that. I mean, he was averaging like 4 steals a game at one point in the season, so that's crazy. Christian Brown, Most Improved Player. Okay. Trae Young, Clutch Player of the Year. Mark Dagan. All right, you get the gist. All-NBA first team. Any All-NBA guys from the Suns? No, oh, Devin Booker, All-NBA third team. No Kevin Durant. Interesting. So the West, the OKC Thunder are at the 1 seed, and Cleveland is the 1 seed over in the East. Memphis and Golden State make it out of the play-in. All right. Let's see how... Okay. That's pretty cool. That's cool to see. The Hawks and the Magic make it out of the East in the play-in. Wow. The Warriors and the Pacers in the championship. That's crazy. I mean, this will not happen in real life. The Golden State Warriors win the championship this year. Wow. That is something. Curry averaged 36 a game. Holy. Player retirements, Chris Paul, no. I'm just going to not let any of these guys retire. Okay, so what's interesting about the Suns is they were horrible this season, right? I mean, everybody saw that. But they don't even have their own first-round pick. The Houston Rockets own the pick. The Knicks are projected 1 via Washington. What is that trade? I don't know. Oh, so the Wizards retain their pick at 5. The Utah Jazz get the number 1 pick. And probably are going to take Cooper Flag. We don't even have a pick this season. I'm not really sure what to do. Because Houston has our pick at 9. It's kind of weird. Like Budenholzer. I mean, I'm going to assume he gets fired in real life, so we're going to fire him here. We're going to sign Trey Jeffries as the head coach of the Suns. We don't have a pick this year. I need to find a trade for Bradley Beal. I mean, like, he has 3-star value. Oh, we have the 28th pick in the first round this year. Okay, so we have 1 pick. I mean, this is not going to get us anything. I don't really know who's going to take on Bradley Beal. Should we look to see if there's any selling teams right now that have cap space to maybe take on Beal? Let's just go to the draft. Let's see. Do the Utah Jazz still have Cooper Flag? Okay. That's Jeremiah Fears goes number 2. Wow. Ace Bailey 3rd to the Hornets. That Hornets team's going to be good. That's going to be a good Hornets team. Dylan Harper goes number 4 to the Toronto Raptors. Oh, Washington's trading their pick for... What? Well, this video is basically over. Tyler Hero is getting traded to the Washington Wizards for the 5th overall pick, with Corey Kispert as well and Duncan Robinson going to Washington with Tyler Hero. That's insane. That makes no sense. Why would the Miami Heat ever do that? So the Heat have the 5th pick, and they take Trey Johnson. That's crazy. VJ Edgecombe to the Pelicans, and the Thunder are trading the 7th overall pick to Philadelphia for Paul George. What in the world is happening? And they take Noah Son. Okay. Let's just go to our pick. We have pick 28. Janai Broom is here. JT Toppin is here. Okay. I'm going to take Janai Broom. we saw what he did in Auburn in March Madness. This dude's a dog. Paul George traded back to the Thunder. Why would the Thunder do that trade? That makes no sense. I actually don't understand that. I want to try to retain Colin Gillespie. I know he's a 69 overall, but he was good for Phoenix when he got PT at the end of the season. But this is where it gets tricky. We need to move on from Bradley Beal. I don't really know where we can send him. All right, walk with me. I'm going to trade Bradley Beal to the San Antonio Spurs with Royce O'Neal for Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes. Bradley Beal, he decided that it was okay for him to go to San Antonio. I mean, now we have a roster with Book at the 1, Grayson Allen at the 2, Ryan Dunn at the 3 with Cody Martin. We have a lot of power forwards. And then Nick Richards and Oso. I don't really think Nick Richards is good enough to be like just a sustainable big. I think we need to trade. I need to trade for somebody else at the 5 that we can pair Oso with. I mean, it's not going to be you. It's not going to be you. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to send Kevin Durant to the Knicks. Now, I know this is not super realistic, but in my eyes, it's the kind of best option I have for Kevin Durant. We get OG Anunoby. He's insane. He's insane on the defensive end. That can help us a lot. Mitchell Robinson to play the 5. I mean, this is just a good trade. Would it happen in real life? No, but this isn't the real world, so we're going to make this trade. Kevin Durant, you are a New York Knick playing alongside Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns. Let's see how that team looks. Is that... Yeah. We're going to move KD back to the 3 for this team. So the Knicks have Kevin Durant now. I know it's not super realistic, but we need to move in a different direction and build around this guy right here, Devin Booker. He is the real deal. I mean, we have to deal with Nick Richards out for a stomach virus, which makes absolutely no sense. But I think we have a more well-rounded team now. Yeah, you can leave the rotation as it is. Okay, heading into 2025-2026 season, this is what the rotation is going to look like. D-Book at the 1, Grayson Allen at the 2, OG Anunoby at the 3, Harrison Barnes at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5, with Keldon Johnson, Ryan Dunn, and Nick Richards, with Cody Martin coming off the bench. I'd rather give these minutes to Janai Broom instead of Cody Martin, because he is our rookie, our first-round pick. Let's send to the deadline and kind of see where we're at. So we're 7th in the Western Conference, and we're 6 games above 500. Wow, we're better than we were last season with this team around D-Book. Let's see what everyone's doing. Holy! There's no way! Devin Booker's averaging 37 a game. How is that even possible? I've never even seen that before. What the hell? Let's see what the Knicks are doing. I am interested to see what the Knicks are doing. Kind of interesting. Okay, so Karl Anthony Towns, KD, and Brunson are all averaging 20. They're the 8th seed? This team's an 8 seed? And they picked up Ty Jerome from Cleveland. This team's an 8 seed? That doesn't even make any sense. So 7th at the deadline. I think I'm going to extend someone if I can. Yeah, Keldon Johnson. Let's get you on a decent contract. 2 years, give you a player option. So 1-1, you declined. We're going to try to lowball him a little bit, get him under a decent contract. Team option, $20 million a year. He accepts that. I'm not going to make any moves at the deadline. I don't really need to. We're sitting at the 7th seed right now. Devin Booker's averaging like 37 points per game. So let's see how we finish out the end of the season. Devin Booker won MVP. I've never seen this ever playing 2K. He averaged 37.5 points per game. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 50% from the field, 90% from the line, and 38% from 3. Holy shit. This is crazy. Wow. Devin Booker, MVP. That's awesome. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. And Evan Mobley, Most Improved. Wow. That's a crazy season. I mean, there was nobody scoring around him, so that makes sense. But 37 a game is unreal. So looking at the Western Conference playoffs, we play the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. I mean, we have the MVP, so technically we have the best player in the series for the whole playoffs. Technically, we have the MVP, Devin Booker. I honestly think we're not going to win, but you never know. They got Anthony Edwards, they got Jaden McDaniels, they got Jalen Johnson now, so they must have traded for him, and then now they have Rudy Gobert at the 5 still. Yeah, I think they probably beat us here. Game 1, they win. I mean, we can shorten the rotation, but I don't really know what that's going to do. It's already a 9-man rotation. We'll make it 8. Yeah. We take game 3. Okay, Devin Booker put up 52. Wow. They take game 3. D-Book 36. We take game 4. D-Book 46 points. This is a generational run. Game 5, they take... They also take game 6. We're eliminated from the playoffs this year. What is going on? 69 points in a playoff game? Okay, well, Devin Booker dropped 69 points in game 6 in the playoffs. Wow, 21 free throws is unreal. Wow, that sucks. Dante DiVincenzo, Western Conference Finals MVP. That makes no sense. Anthony Edwards, Finals MVP. The Timberwolves win the ring in 26. All right, we got the draft lottery for this year. The Knicks have Washington's pick again, it looks like. Thunder are 2, 4, and 12. They don't even need these picks, but they have them. The Celtics get the number 1. We get the number 2 overall pick from the Grizzlies? No way. Wait, where did we jump from? How did that happen? So this might be stupid, but I'm going to trade the number 2 overall pick to try to pair Devin Booker up with another superstar in the NBA. The 2nd overall pick, Keldon Johnson and Grayson Allen for Zion Williamson. I want your pick, though. Bang. All right. So we get Zion on the team to pair alongside Devin Booker. He's coming off an MVP season. We put OG Anunoby next to Zion. Mitchell Robinson at the 5. Ryan Dunn. We have a few more trades that we have to do. But we have the 9th pick in the NBA draft. So let's see what we can get with 9. It's an auto-generated draft. I mean, we need a point guard. So we can draft this guy out of France. Bring back Ryan Dunn. We're going to offer Colin Gillespie and Ty Washington a contract. Colin Gillespie is up to a 76 overall now, which is very good. Hopefully all of these guys come back. Any crazy moves? Luka Doncic went to the Bulls on a 3-year deal. Okay, so Luka's in Chicago now. That's weird. Everyone seems to have stayed for the most part, though. Walker Kessler to the Mavericks. That's new. We got traded there last season, I guess. We're going to pick up KCP on a $3 million deal for 1 season. He's a guy that can go out and shoot the ball. So now looking at the team and player progression, we got Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Nick Richards, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro, Colin Gillespie, Janai Broome, and KCP. That's a good rotation. We're going to rock with Book at the 1 to start the season. But we'll see where it goes about halfway through the year. LeBron James eligible for a farewell tour. Sure, LeBron, you can have your farewell tour. The rotation, we're going to make it a 10-man rotation. For this season, it's going to be Book at the 1, KCP at the 2, OG Anunoby at the 3, Zion Williamson at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5, and then off the bench we got Nick Richards, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro, Colin Gillespie, and Janai Broome. I am noticing we have an overload of centers that are all playing. I don't really know if I want to keep Nick Richards because Oso is the same overall as him, 4 years younger. I don't know. Let's start the season and see how we're doing at this after Christmas. Let's go to after Christmas. All right, looking at our team just after Christmas Day, we are actually on a pretty good win streak right now. We got 5-game win streak. We're 4th in the Western Conference. Let's see, we're 20-11, so that's way better than years prior. The Spurs are sitting at the 1 seed. I mean, that team is just insane. I mean, did they get Kevin Durant? Because that's where he was going. Did the Spurs get Kevin Durant? I have a weird feeling they probably did. Yeah, the Spurs got Kevin Durant, so this team is probably going to go out and win a championship. Hopefully we beat them. So at around Christmas, Devin Booker is still averaging 35 a game with Zion next to him. Zion's out for 4 to 6 weeks with left knee tendonitis, but he's averaging 27 on the year. This is the best season, arguably, probably, of Zion's career at this point. I mean, he still can't shoot, but he's shooting decent for him. I think this team has a chance to do something. And look at Oso. So seeing this, I mean, it kind of makes me think that we should move Mitchell Robinson or Nick Richards because Oso Ighodaro seems to be a lot better. I'm going to make this trade for Malik Beasley and D'Anthony Melton. Send Nick Richards. We're sending them a first-round pick, but I don't think we necessarily need it right now. So we're going to make that trade. And now we have Michael Beasley at the 2 with OG. Janai Broome is now starting at the 4 while Zion is hurt. And we still have that big man rotation that we had, but adding D'Anthony Melton to our rotation. And Colin Gillespie is having a great season, a career season, actually. Shooting decent from the field and good from 3. So we'll take that. Victor Wembanyama is your most valuable player. This was bound to happen sooner rather than later. Derek Lively, 6th man of the year, defensive player of the year, clutch player of the year. Kyrie, Greg Popovich is still coaching. That's unreal. Cooper Flag makes All-NBA first team in his 2nd season. That's unreal. Luka Doncic in Chicago, All-NBA first team. Numbers are down, though. Do we have any All-NBA guys? Yes, we do. Devin Booker, All-NBA 3rd team, averaging 30 a game and 6 assists. Almost 50, 40, 90. 43% from the three-point line is, that's ridiculous. That's the best by far of his career. No Zion Williamson, though, All-NBA. That's kind of weird. I was expecting a Zion All-NBA team. But looking at the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors and the Pelicans make it out of the play-in. And then the East, Miami Heat and the Detroit Pistons make it out of the play-in. We play the Denver Nuggets in the first round, who still have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon. It's basically their same team. Jalen Pickett's up there. Julian Strawther is going up and overall and averaging 15 a game. That's crazy. For the playoffs, we're going to shorten our rotation. We're going to go an 8-man rotation. So that means Colin Gillespie will not really be getting PT in the playoffs unless we need it. So yeah, our starting lineup for the playoffs is going to look like Booker, Melton, Anunoby, Zion, Mitchell Robinson. Looking at the Denver Nuggets, they have the best player in the world and in the series. But I think we can beat this team. Crazy enough, I don't think it's just an automatic loss for the Phoenix Suns this year. So game 1 we take behind Devin Booker 50 ball. Wow. We take game 2 on back-to-back 50-point games from Devin Booker. They take game 3. Jokic is just unreal. They take game 4 with Jamal Murray leading them. Game 5, they take game 5. All right, we're down 3-2. Let's go to Simcast. This is a must-win game. We got to force a game 7, and it would be in Phoenix, and it's not looking good for the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are once again eliminated from the playoffs. Devin Booker averaged 40 a game in this first round. Zion, I think we can run this team back and we can win a championship. And the Dallas Mavericks win the ring, and Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP. LeBron is retiring. It's a sad day. James Harden, no you're not. Steph Curry, no you're not. Damian Lillard, no you're not. But yeah, a lot of the guys from my generation are probably gonna call it a career pretty soon. We see LeBron and Russell Westbrook enter the Hall of Fame. I'm not really sure what to do this offseason. Draft lottery. I don't believe we have a pick, but the Utah Jazz have 2 top 3 picks in the lottery, and they have Cooper Flag already. They got the 3rd pick. The Thunder have the number 1 overall pick. Unreal. They don't need the number 1 overall pick. So yeah, let's go to the draft. I'm just looking for any trades possibly. Nobody's making any trades. The Orlando Magic are trading the 7th overall pick and Keon Ellis for Zubac and a first-round pick. That's a good trade. I don't really care about the rest. I just wanted to go see any trades. We're going to bring back Ryan Dunn, Oso, and Janai Broome. Hopefully they can contribute next season for us. Any qualifying offers? No. I think everybody's under contract for us this season. Giannis is a free agent. Jokic is a free agent. Karl-Anthony Towns is a free agent. We don't have any money. We're negative $75 million in cap. But I think this team is in a really good position. If anything, we're going to try to see if we can get anything for Mitchell Robinson and D'Anthony Melton in a first-round pick. Okay. I'm going to make the trade with the Pacers. I'm going to send Mitchell Robinson, D'Anthony Melton, and an unprotected first-round pick in 2031 from Phoenix to the Indiana Pacers for Miles Turner and their 2030 unprotected first-round pick. Miles Turner can stretch the floor for us, and that's really good to have around Zion Williamson because he can't really shoot. Now, is there a point guard that I can go out and get so I can throw Devin Booker back at the 2? Marcus Smart is probably the best option that we could get anyways. defensive guard next to Devin Booker. Let D-Book go back to his natural position, run the 2. I'm sure his overall will probably go up. Yeah, it goes up 1. So we'll have Marcus Smart run the point guard next season. I don't really know how great that is, but maybe Colin Gillespie will get some PT there. Let's go to player progression. All right, player progression. Zion goes down by 4. I don't know why. He's 27 years old. Devin Booker goes up because we changed his position. Oso goes up. Ryan Dunn goes up. Colin Gillespie stays at a 76, so that's not awesome. I mean, he's 28 years old at this point. He's kind of old for his class. Kevin Durant plans to retire as eligible for a farewell tour. Sure, you can have that. Our rotation heading into this season is a little bit different. We're going to run Colin Gillespie at the 1, Devin Booker at the 2, OG Anunoby at the 3, Zion Williamson at the 4, and Miles Turner, newly acquired, at the 5, with Ryan Dunn coming off the bench with Oso Ighodaro. This auto-generated guy, he was the 9th overall pick that we picked last season, Janai Broom and Marcus Smart, will round out the rotation. Let's go to the trade deadline and see how this team does. I expect them to be good. Not a great start. Whoa. We're going to move Devin Booker back to the point guard. That's probably, I mean, put the ball in his hands. We might as well. And we're going to throw Marcus Smart at the 2. So, Marcus Smart, where are you? That is your natural position anyways. He goes up in overall. So, yeah, now we're going to have D-Book at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2. Zion, you need to be healthy, man. You need to be healthy. I'll see you guys at the deadline and see where this team is at. Okay, this is just getting too scary. I think the Miles Turner trade was the wrong trade to make. So I'm going to see if we can get anything back for Miles Turner. I think I severely messed up when I traded for Miles Turner. We're going to redo the trade with the Pacers. We're going to send Miles Turner back for Mitchell Robinson and DeAnthony Mellon. Yeah, that was way better last season. I don't know why I made that trade. If they're going to offer it, I'm going to accept that trade back, and hopefully we can get back in the win column. Okay, so at the deadline, we're 17-31. We're the 13th seed in the Western Conference. I'm not really wow. Well, there's my answer. OG Anunoby, you need to leave. I think your time here is over. Okay. DeAndre Ayton was drafted by Phoenix in 2018 with a number 1 overall pick. I'm going to bring him back to Phoenix. I'm going to send OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson and a second-round pick over to Portland for DeAndre Ayton and Toumani Camara. I'm going to throw Toumani Camara at the 3 as he can play. Oh, that's his natural position anyways. His defense is really good. He's probably going to be all defensive this season in real life. But I think that trade helps us out a lot across the board. DeAndre Ayton is an 86 overall big man, bring him back to Phoenix. Let's look at our rotation now. We have D-Book at the 1, Melton at the 2, Ryan Dunn at the 3, Zion Williamson at the 4, and Ayton at the 5 with Toumani Camara as our 6th man. Oso Ighodaro, Janai Broom, Marcel Triquet. He's averaging 14 off the bench. He's a 9th overall pick. He's having a good season. Our hopes this season is just making the play-in, I guess. I really want to bring a championship to Phoenix, but I don't see it happening this season. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. Julian Webb, Rookie of the Year. Miles Bridges, 6th Man of the Year. Okay, we don't really care about this anymore. Do we have any All-NBA guys? No. We have no All-NBA guys this season. That is crazy. We made a late season push. So this team finished as the 8th seed, 39-43. We picked up some wins after that trade, and I think that trade helped us out a lot. Here are this season's stats. D-Book averaged 26 in a game. Zion, 19. The second-year guy averaged 13. DeAndre Ayton was great for us. Oso Ighodaro was good. DeAnthony Mellon. Everybody played pretty good for this team. We played the Rockets in the play-in. I don't know if we're going to win. Let me shorten this rotation. Let's make it an 8-man rotation for the playoffs. Got our best players playing the most minutes. I honestly don't want you playing, and I'd rather him playing. Okay. So we got D-Book, DeAnthony Mellon, Toumani Camara, Zion Williamson, DeAndre Ayton, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro, and Marcel. So let's see if we can beat the Houston Rockets in the play, and we do. So we end up as a 7th seed, but we run into this Spurs team in the first round, which have Kevin Durant coming off the bench, which is unreal. They have Julius Randle now off the bench too with Santi Aldama. We take game 1, though, behind 44 points from Devin Booker. Absolute masterclass. They take game 2. They take game 3. They take game 4. and we lose in 5. I expected that. I mean, we got hurt. That's really what happened. Devin Booker ended up getting hurt in the playoffs. Again, he's averaging 40 a game every year in the playoffs. I'm going to give this one more season. Hopefully we can win a championship, and we might have to move Zion in the offseason. The Charlotte Hornets win the NBA Finals before the Phoenix Suns do, which sounds unreal, but they have LaMelo Ball, Ace Bailey, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams is still on that team, Emmanuel quickly. Lonzo Ball wins a championship with LaMelo. That's pretty cool. Let's go to the offseason. We see Kevin Durant in the Hall of Fame with Kawhi and Dame that year. Let's look at the draft lottery. I don't think we have a pick. We do not have a pick this year. We have some decisions to make for sure this year. We're going to bring back these 3 guys. Should we look to move Zion Williamson? I don't know. I don't really know what we can get for him or really what I want in return for Zion Williamson. I mean, Domantas Sabonis is a great player. He's still 28 years old, Zion. So I don't really think we have to move him. I think we should try to go out and win a ring with Zion. Looking at player progression here, D-Book goes down 1, Zion goes down 1. Ryan Dunn improves. It's the same roster as last season, just everyone's a little bit older. I think with this team, though, with this team with Kamara and DeAndre Ayton, with them the whole season, I think we can be a higher seed than the 8 seed that we were last season. Steph Curry, you can have a farewell tour, sure. Go back to a 10-man rotation. Let's see what this team can do. I'm really interested. I think this team can be way better than they were last season. They just had a rough start. Let's send to the deadline and see where we're at. So we're here at the trade deadline. We're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. We're 29-21. Wow. So yeah, we're way better than we were last season. Just looking at the rotation, it's still the same. Season stats right now at the deadline. D-Book 26 a game. Zion 22 a game. He's hurt. That's crazy. DeAndre Ayton is having a really good season for us. That's really good to see. Our 4th-year guy that we drafted back in 26 is doing really well. Everyone's playing good right now. Tumani Kamara, he's probably clamping people up. What's his actual... He's an 86 3-ball. What's his actual defensive on the perimeter? It's 89. Wow, that's really good. So, yeah. I think this team is probably the one that's going to win the championship. So, let's go to the end of the season and see where we end up. Hopefully at the topper half of the Western Conference, but you never know with 2K. All right, the season's coming to a close right now. We got the last few weeks of the season. We're still at the 3rd seed. Hopefully we can move up maybe. No, we're going to stay at the 3. Victor Wembanyama, that's like his 3rd MVP in a row, is it not? Yeah, that's 3 in a row. That's unreal. Luka Doncic, 6th player of the year. What? Why is Luka the 6th man on the Bulls? You mean... Okay. Well, we're just going to fix this. I mean, you're going to play a small forward. That makes no sense. All right, let's look at our final stats on the year. We have D-Book 25.5 a game. Zion 20 a game. Ayton 15 and 10. Marcel almost 15 a game. I mean, this team is really good. I think we have a good chance. We play the Pelicans in the first round. We have the best player in the series in Devin Booker. I don't... Why isn't Zion starting? That's weird. Zion. Yeah. We're going to also shorten the rotation. We're going to make this a 8-man rotation. Just because. Get our best players playing the most minutes. Janai Broom had a great year. He had an up year. I mean, per 36, it was 16.5. So maybe we should be playing him more, but not right now. It's playoffs. We play the Pelicans in the first round. We still have the best player in the series. And Devin Booker, sorry. Yeah. I mean, they have DeJounte Murray, Dyson Daniels, VJ Edgecomb's on this team, Yves Missy, and then looks like an auto-generated center. So hopefully we can come away with the win in the first round. They take game 1, though. Wow. That's kind of scary. We take game 2. Zion leading us. They take game 3. We take game 4. I'm getting a little worried. I'm almost starting to believe that this team's cursed. We take game 5. And will we finally move on to the second round for the first time in the video, I think? I think we will. Looks like a team effort. We move on to the next round. Who we play the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have Robert Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Johnson, Day'Ron Sharpe. It's the same team that we saw last season. except it looks like they picked up Day'Ron Sharpe and lost Rudy Gobert. So let's see if we can get it done this round. I don't like Colin Gillespie playing the 2. We're going to have Marcel playing. He's just, I mean, he's a beast. Because Colin Gillespie definitely cannot guard Anthony Edwards. Not even close. Minnesota takes game 1. How much did they win by? Oh, yeah, they won by a decent amount. They took game 2. And we take game 3. Devin Booker, 43 points. They take game 4. Oh, man. It's not looking good for the Phoenix Suns right now. That blows. We take game 5. Okay. I mean, I still think they're probably going to win this series. I don't see Minnesota losing to us. I don't know. I feel like we have a better team, though. It doesn't even make any sense. We force a game 7. 44 points from Devin Booker. That's unreal. No! I hit simulate through playoffs and the Suns were eliminated from playoff contention. Are you kidding me? The Minnesota Timberwolves end up winning the ring. I'm giving this one more season and then I'm calling it. All right, so for the rotation this year, it's going to be probably the same as prior years. Oh, just please win a ring. Let's just go to the end of the season and see where we end up. Victor Wembanyama, MVP, yada, yada, yada. It's the same thing every year. Devin Booker, All-NBA second team, averaging 30 points per game again. We're in the play-in tournament. Lord, help me. We got out of the first game of the play-in. Now we have to play the Memphis Grizzlies to get into the playoffs. We beat the Grizzlies. That's crazy. Now we have to play the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. There is no way we win this, but you know what? We're just going to simulate the round because I'm getting so annoyed. I've come to the conclusion that the Phoenix Suns are they're doomed. It's impossible to rebuild them in 2K. They have no picks. They have Bradley Beal's $50 million contract. I'll see you guys in the next video.